I am going to tell you about the danger of a single story. The sender, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, calls herself a storyteller. She grew up in a university campus in eastern Nigeria with quite wealthy parents, very well-educated parents. She describes herself as an early reader. She's had an interest in literature her entire life. And since leaving Nigeria to be educated, she has lived in America. She's given a speech with the title, The Danger of a Single Story. Her topic is the idea that any story you hear, you only hear one side of it. And this prevents you from seeing the whole picture and will lead to a lack of understanding, not only of the story, but of the world around you. The receiver could essentially be anyone, since this is found on YouTube and anybody in the whole world can look at it. However, probably more aimed at well-educated people, people who are interested in literature, interested in other cultures, and perhaps people who are a bit politically aware and open-minded. Her language is very eloquent and a very articulate English. She uses humor, and she does that very effectively. She's using a lot of references to her own life, her own experiences, her own childhood. And she does this to get her points across. And she is incredibly good at describing scenarios of things she has experienced, conversations. And the intention of all this is to raise an awareness of this fact that you need to hear more than just one side of any story, and to remind us to look at all sides. This is done on what's called a TED Talk, which is from an organization that is trying to spread ideas. It's all about ideas worth spreading, and I think very much so this idea of remembering to look at all sides of all stories is very important. And just as a small extra something, I want to say I have absolutely no idea how many words I have spoken, because I don't have a word count in my head. And the assignment given specifically said you're supposed to only write down keywords, which means I don't really have a way to count my words. So it doesn't make much sense to give a word count limit on a spoken text. You need to give a time limit. Just saying. Over and out.